All right, I think we're live. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If you can't, please tell me. But we are going live. And here I am again, working on Bluth Fables. And this is page 2. And let me open up the YouTube, just in case I missed some comments. Let's see. All right. Turn that down. Thank you for all the follows. I'm seeing a bunch of people following. That's very awesome. I appreciate it so much. Let's see if I can find the chat here. The chat disappeared. Again, I am still new to this. I say that every time, and I apologize. There we go. There's the chat. Margie, thank you so much for joining me. Arturo, thank you for joining me. We got 61 viewers. Very cool. Very happy about that. And I see that the chat, I fixed the chat system, so now it stays in there, and I can see them in there. Hey, Doozy. Hey, Oscar. I'm going to be working on this drawing that Don did. It's for Bluth Fables. It's like children's nursery rhymes or Aesop fables that are written by Don. And we're putting them together for the fans, and we're going to put them on the internet for free. In case I haven't, or you haven't heard about this before. So we're trying to basically do something for the fans because there's a lot of stuff that we're working on here at Don Bluth Studios that is top secret that we can't talk about. So we figured let's do something for the fans, and that is this, Bluth Fables. We also have the school, which is Don Bluth University, where you get a full year learning from Don, which is really cool. That's been exciting. Just got another seat filled today. But I'm just going to get started. Hey, Brian. How's it going? Looks good. I watched your previous live video as well. Cool, Oscar. Yeah, I remember you from that. Thank you so much for joining again. I really, really appreciate it. This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this one. Because I'm going to finish up cleaning up the line and starting to clean up these little toad guys down here. So again, if you have any questions during the live stream, or you want to say something, or you want to hear me say something, do shout outs to you guys. Don't hesitate to ask or say something. Don't be shy. And let me get started. I've been looking forward to this all week because we've been working on a lot of stuff, so I haven't been able to do too much of this. So I'm looking forward to just getting back into this and cleaning up and coloring. And I did a little bit of this earlier in the week, but then we just got so busy with the Don Bluth Theater and the school, and I was doing some articles and I was updating websites, so I just got bombarded with work. But I want to do at least one live stream a week. I'm hoping I could do another live stream tomorrow, which would be cool. So look out for that, because I do want to have these finished for the weekend so we can move forward on these and get a lot farther along. So, is that a lion on a log? Yes, it is, Cody. That is a lion on a log. And that's a bunny, and that is a kangaroo that Don caricatured. And what I'm doing here is I'm taking all the smudge, which I call de-smudging or smudge up. It's not clean up, it's smudge up, because you're getting rid of all the smudge. Cleanup is something completely different, and that is not what I am doing here. But as you notice, it was really dirty, and now all of a sudden you've got a nice clean ear. You see that? Now the ear is clean and this little area is clear. What resolution you're working on? This is a 500 DPI, Oscar. So we scanned this humongous. So this is the actual size of the scan. Mars asks, I've been hearing about the Bluth School. Is it a good fit for current industry folks looking to advance in animation skills, or is it more student beginners trying to get started learning animation? I would say that for the first maybe 6 weeks, it's very basic, but then it jumps into some really hard stuff. And Don teaches things that a lot of other schools don't teach, which is lip sync, like animation acting, it's called, where your characters are actually talking. and or singing or whatever, and you're doing the characters, they're acting to voice their voice and their mouths moving and stuff. So you don't really get that in other schools. Most schools, I know a couple schools, you graduate, you've just got a bunch of random stuff you've done, like a little bit of CG, a little bit of 2D, a little stop motion, and then a lot of generals or a walk cycle or something. No, you go deep into animation with Don. It's pretty intense, but it's very awesome. And after a year, you get to animate Don's characters. It's just a lot of fun. It's really exciting. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. And at the end of the year, you get to work on your own short and impress Don with a short. And Don helps you with your short, help you direct it and make sure you're going in the right direction with your characters and your plot, so it's not boring, or basically teaching you how to direct. And it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. I am actually a previous student of Don's, but that was 11 years ago. So it's a long time ago. Cody says, is the kangaroo a character made by Don Bluth? All these characters, Cody, are made by Don Bluth. This is 100% original Don Bluth story. And we're doing these small pieces that he narrates, like a children's storybook or small stories, and we're calling them Bluth fables. And it's going to be pretty cool, because then there's going to be something fresh and new from Don. Because a lot of people are saying, "What's Don doing? What's Don Bluth doing?" And this way we've got some stuff to show the people that Don's still working really hard, and he will never stop. Oscar says, thanks so much. Don Bluth is amazing. Watch all his YouTube videos. Very cool. Brian Prosser. Sorry if I say your name wrong. I apologize. Walk cycle animation. I know what you mean. Lots of animation schools don't take deep dive for sure. Thanks for answering. Sounds like a good experience. Definitely. Brian says, I worked ink and paint long ago, like 1992. That's not that long ago. Really not that long ago. I don't think so. A long time ago was like 1960s or 50s. That's a long time ago. And time just flies and goes by so fast, though, doesn't it? That's for sure. But yeah, this is digital painting and digital smudge up, or de-smudge, which is basically getting rid of all this. You see how it's nice and clear right here, and then it's all ugly and gunky here. So it's basically me getting rid of this. Cody says, I hope Don Bluth is doing fine through the coronavirus pandemic. Lavalle Lee, yes, Don's doing great. We're social distancing from him. We're wearing masks when we go to his house or the studio, or we go to the theater. So we're just make sure we keep safe and keep him safe. But yeah, everything's fine. We're still working. Nothing has stopped. We're still doing the school. We're still creating content. Don is working on his autobiography, which is going to be awesome. And it's been pretty cool. So let's see here. Let me keep going like this. Margie says, I got depressed thinking how long ago the 90s actually were. But it's not that long ago. Come on. It's almost like, a blink of an eye, basically. And a blink of an eye can go by like a blink of an eye. Has Don Bluth wore a mask to protect him from the... Yes, Cody. Everybody wears masks. It's important to wear a mask so you don't spread germs. And I was thinking about that the other day. I went to Subway to get myself a sub, and everybody's wearing masks. And I remember, a year ago, if you saw someone wearing a mask, you'd be like, that's kind of weird. Why are they wearing a mask? And now it's just a social norm. And it's kind of strange how things can change so fast in a society where something just becomes normal and everybody does it. But it's good that they do, because we want to be safe. And nobody wants to get sick, do they? Brian says, Thumbelina plus other Don Bluth commercials. QSO may wish to talk later. Okay. Doozy, is Don still involved in the theater? Yes. his theater right now is going under a new construction. So I'm going to talk while I work. So if I say ums or uhs, I apologize because I'm multitasking. But Don's Theater, yes, it is currently being remade. We got a new location. It's kind of sad, but we got a new location right as the coronavirus hit, and we're just so bummed out because we had to close the theater. But right now we've got a new location. It's a lot larger, so it'll seat more than 72 people, and so the shows will be bigger. It's in a better location right off a freeway. And yeah, right now they're working in the construction and getting all the walls up and the stages and all that. And it's going to take a few months. I don't know the exact date, but it is going to take just a little bit of time to complete, as most construction does. But once it is up, I will, now that I'm doing live streams, I'll most likely say, hey, Don's Theater is up and running. Go see a play. Go see The Wizard of Oz or Wonderful Life or something. But as of right now, the theater is being worked on. Let's see. It's in Scottsdale, Arizona, Brian. So you can come to Scottsdale, Arizona, and Don's there every night. And he does a joke, and you get to shake his hand and meet Don. It's pretty cool. And watch a play that he directed. Sometimes there's other directors, but he does direct a lot of the plays. I've never met anybody who works more than that man, ever. Nobody. And I thought I was a workaholic. I not until I met Don Bluth that I realized that there are others out there who work a lot harder than I do. And Don is one of them. And in fact, these Bluth fables, he actually has a whole nother one ready to go, and I've just been slow on it because I wear a lot of hats here, so I do a lot of different things here at Don Bluth Studios and Don Bluth University, and I help them with the theater. So there's a lot. I wear a lot of hats, and I try to get as much as done as possible. Tom, that stuff I can't discuss that topic. I apologize. I'm not allowed to talk about that project. That is stuff that I am obligated and under contract not to talk about. But thanks for the question. Let's see. But as you notice right here, on this character of the lion, in the last live stream, people said the lion looks sort of like the lion in, I think it was the king in Robin Hood. And Don did work on Robin Hood. But look, now you can see that his whole face is nice and clean. A second ago, he was really smudged up and looked pretty bad. Are they fabled animated? No, these will not be animated. They're going to be like storybooks that go page by page. So that's going to be pretty neat. And let me see if I'm missing comments on YouTube. Let's see. I think we're doing fine. I think they all come to the same place. And also, if you're new here, it'd be great if you could perhaps follow the YouTube channel. That would be great and cool. The YouTube channel, I'm going to be doing a lot of these live streams because apparently a lot of people are into it, so that's very good. I do these probably for like an hour each time. Not too much more than that. I'm trying to see if that's actually part of it. Yeah, that is his. That's his whiskers right there. So we're going to keep those. But the last couple live streams I did, I really enjoyed it. And a lot of people were excited and really got involved. So, and just like this one too. Oscar says, I was a workaholic when I went in a coma for 6 months in 1999 due to a previous operation and came back alive. Very lucky. Yes, very lucky. I'm glad you're with us in the world of the living. That's very cool. Congratulations. Don't want to lose you there. See this right here, he drew really lightly, as you notice. It's like very, very light. So I've got to be very careful when doing this desmudging here to make sure that I don't goof up. But you're going to notice how this whole area is going to look just beautiful in a moment. Watch. So you can see how messy and dirty. Why don't draw directly in Eclipse Studio? Don is a traditionalist. So Don does not draw on Cintiq. He draws pencil and paper. The classic hand-drawn style. Traditional animation, not tradigital animation. And not only that, you know, when someone draws something digitally, you always can tell that it's digital. I mean, digital has a lot of, you know, great aspects to it. There's a lot of beautiful art, but the look and feel of just a pencil to the paper, you just can't beat that, you know. I mean, look at these lines. These are beautiful. Do you know any good beginner traditional animation books? Yes. The Illusion of Life, Sophie, definitely. There's also, Don Bluth has 2 books, The Art of Storyboard and The Art of Animation. Those are really good books. They're very rare, but you can find them on eBay or Amazon. They usually go for like $100 now because they're so rare, but those are great books. So I recommend those books, definitely. Animator Survival Kit, of course. That's like just understanding, you know, the mechanics of animation. And if you need help finding a walk cycle, you know, you just go in there and flip through the pages and you can just got tons of them. Multitasking, but will subscribe to your YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Cody says Don Bluth should design something for masks for people to wear. Like The Secret of Nimrolate or something, or you come up with something for designs with a mask. That's actually a very good idea, Cody. That is a very good idea. But I mean, we don't really want to become like a retail store or something like that. You know, we want to give away stuff for free. And that's what this is. This is something that's going to be 100% free. However, we might turn these Don Bluth fables, these Bluth fables, into like a book that you can purchase and read to your loved ones or kids or families. And but yeah, we might turn it into a book. But first, Don's is finishing up his autobiography, which gives details about his whole life. And I've read most of it, but I mean, he talks about his life all the time, so a lot of it I've already know, but it's cool because there's things I didn't know in there. Like he worked with Michael Jackson. Well, I knew that, but that's cool. I never knew he worked with Bing Crosby, though. That was excellent to find out. All right, let's see this. All right, look at that lion. He's nice and pretty. Really nice and pretty. Oscar says, I love pencil and paper. It is a charm of its own. I agree with you 110%. All right, now if I add a background, you can actually see on here the lion nice and clear. Look at that. So he's going to be colored. The background objects, like this log, is going to be like a gray. And these characters here are going to be whatever Don decides. But yeah, so I mean, we're going to be, well, for today, I'm just desmudging. But I will be coloring, probably the next live stream, all these characters here for you guys, which will be cool. And something to look forward to. Here's another page. I didn't show this last time, but this is another page. This is actually page 1 of this specific story. And I'm going to be working on this on another live stream. Probably not the next one. Got to finish this one on the next one. But the next live stream, which is a different page, will be that drawing. I just gave you a little preview there. Also, if you could do me a favor, if you're listening, please share this stream. Let's get more people in here and get people excited. I really love doing this, so please get some people in here and let's make this live stream, you know, as big as possible. All right, so let me go over here and start. You can see this little frog character, frog goblin. He's holding his tail and it goes here, then it goes under his bottom area, then it comes out over here. That is so awesome. I almost wish we could make this animated if we had the money. I would love to see this animated, but for now it's just going to be still images that are colored with Don doing some narration. And we found a musician, so that's cool. We got a musician that's going to be doing some music for us for this project. And he's really talented. And he's going to, while Don narrates, you're going to hear, music playing and be able to watch a story come to life with Don narrating. I'm really excited to get this going. So I'm trying to get this done as quick as possible so we can actually finish it up and just start cranking them out and getting them out there for everybody. Let's see. Yep, that's part of it. Sometimes there's just so many lines you've got to guess, like, is this part of that? Is this part of that? Let's see. Yep, right here, all of that. So I'll just come in there with the little marquee tool, take this, take that. Then that's nice and clean. Now you can see his tail coming through here. Here, let me zoom out. You can see his tail coming through here, and once it's colored, you'll definitely be able to tell. Color makes it so you absolutely know where, everything goes. So the lion is done. How about that? Oh, that makes me so happy the lion's done. So I wonder which character I should start next. Should I start this, the first one, the second one, or the third one? I'll let you guys decide. So should I start smudging up this guy? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? I think number 2 looks funniest. But I'll start whichever one you guys say in the chat. I know there's a little delay, so I will do a little bit more smudging up here while I wait for you guys' answers. Just get in there and clean that up. Number 2, definitely. Number 1. Okay, we've got left to right. That'd be number 1 going over. That does make sense, doing left to right. Let's see. Clean up that. Left to right. Okay, so it looks like number 1 is the winner. So let me just get rid of all this smudge. And that's nice and clean. Look at that. That looks nice. All right, I'll start with this little guy down here. As you can see, he's really messy. Like if you look at this, it's going to be a complete transformation after I've gotten rid of all this gunk on him. And some of it, I can't even tell what's going on. Like, is that a leg? I'm pretty sure it's a leg. But when I don't know, I've got to take it to the boss, Don, and he'll say, oh, no, that's this and that's that. And then I make the changes from there. So let's see. That, I think, I'm not even sure what that is. But I will clean it up like this. Okay. So many lines. I know that's his arm. So I've got to be careful around that. Go around, come down here. This is definitely extra lineage. Okay, now watch how this whole thing was so messy and so dirty. Just all of a sudden become perfect. Just go up here like that. Now it's clean. Get rid of this. Clean, just like that. Now you can see his body plain or nice and clear. Blur lines, yes. Some of them do look like that. Sure, Cody, I can check out your account later. In the last live stream, there was someone who really wanted to show his video, and I did check it out. It's pretty nice. So I am more than happy to check out your stuff. Hey, Mecca says, I'm not sure if you answered this, but how did you get into this work? Well, I love animation, and I started doing animation in Flash online in 1999. That's what I was saying earlier. The 90s was not that long ago. But back in 1999, I discovered a thing called Flash. Back then, it was called Macromedia Flash.
and I found this place called Newgrounds where people were making cartoons, and they were awful, but I loved it. And I was like, I don't know how to use this program, but I'm going to learn. So I self-taught myself how to make cartoons and posted them on Newgrounds. I even won some awards on Newgrounds, and some of my videos became viral. So I did that for like 9 years, and then in 2009, I started taking classes from Don Bluth. It wasn't Don Bluth University back then, it was called something else. It's called Don's Club. It was a completely different program. Right now, it's like a college program. Back then, it was more like do some animation, hand it in, see what it looks like. And Don will comment on it and give you advice. It was a lot different back then. Now it's more structured. So you get assignments and you learn, you know, like an actual college. But so started learning from him in 2009, went to a bunch of his master classes. I met him in person. I remember first meeting him, it was like, whoa, you know. It was amazing. And then I started traditionalanimation.com. That was inspired by my time learning from Don Bluth. Started that in 2011. This is probably where you're watching this right now. It's on Traditional Animation. I started in 2011, and it became the #1 site for hand-drawn animation. Still is. It's dedicated to hand-drawn animation, and not all forms of animation, just this type of animation. Hand-drawn, 100%. Then I took some classes and did some interning in Florida at an animation studio, and met a lot of Disney animators and got lessons from them and learned from them as well. And then Don offered me a job in 2005 to work on the Dragon's Lair Indiegogo campaign, and I was the guy who ran it. I also edited the video. I did effects on the video. I did in-betweening. I did in between Don's drawings. I did a lot of things on that thing. I did all the marketing. I recorded all the videos, and Don did all the animation, of course. I was even the voice of one of the characters, Grum. So I got to be a voice in one of Don's. And I might actually be doing voices on this thing. Don might say, "Can you do a voice?" Like when he's narrating and he wants me to maybe do a voice or a noise or something. I might actually do some stuff on this because I can do voices and stuff. That's just a little side talent I have. Let's see. Brian Prozor. I'm so sorry. I'm just butchering your name. Shadows. Yes, there are shadows underneath. Will this be converted to a vector file in AI? No, it will not be. Mecca says RIP Flash. I agree. I think in December Flash will be completely done, and they won't be doing Flash anymore on any browsers, which is such a bummer. It's really depressing. Venetia says, "Good to see that again. Lots has to be done. Lots has been done. It looks like since we watched. Yes, I colored him. This guy right here. I even made him part of the live streams. Starting our live stream will start soon. I put him on the cover. I thought that'd be neat to show everybody. But yeah, I colored him and worked a lot on the lion. But now I'm down here working on this guy. Look at him. Look at it. Starting to look really nice and clean. Let's see. Oscar says, "Oh, I remember that software at the time. Flash had only motion tween, no shape tweening." Yes, shape tweening was quick, but I mean, I never used shape tweening. I very rarely use motion tweens because they just weren't stable enough. I just would try to animate, movie clips and stuff like that. Oscar says, "Using Flash, I remember that soon after I went into a deep sleep." Let's see. Cody says that maybe Don Bluth can draw something for me as a gift when he's not busy at work. Who knows? Don does sell drawings. Like if you want a drawing, he'll do a drawing and we'll frame it and stuff like that and send it to you. We haven't done a lot of that recently though because we've been really busy. But we do sell. If you guys want your own Don Bluth drawing, like Secret of Nim or something like that, he does
draw for a price. You just got to contact us through like social media or website, and we can see what you want and then price it from there. Mecca says, that's awesome. Thank you. You are welcome. Tarhel says, glasses, thumbs up, and fire. Thank you. Brian says, talk later. Got to go back to DAW's compliant cap system. Woo! All right, man. Have a good one. Phone app learning curve time. Sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me, Brian. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you follow me. At the bottom here, you can see you can follow me on youtube.com/Lavalle Lee. I would really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you following me because I'll be doing a lot more of these. I'm going to be doing a lot of other animation videos too that I'm thinking about trying out. Not just live streams. So if you could hit that subscribe button, I would... Well, I guess there's no subscribe button. If you could go to the YouTube page and then hit the subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you subscribe to me, I think on this live stream it pops up your name. So you can get your name in the live stream if you want, saying that you subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it so much. I think the whole chat will be in the live stream too, so you'll see the chat in the entire live stream video on YouTube when it's uploaded. Man, this eye, some of these are just so dirty. Nothing against Don, but sometimes he's really rough. Like this is a really rough drawing. See, he doesn't draw things multiple times. He just draws it once and it's perfect. I wish I could draw like that. Just boom, perfect, you know? It's amazing. That man has so much talent. Maybe one day, all of us can be just as good. With enough practice, enough working on it, anybody can get good at anything and you can master things. And as long as you learn and have an open mind about it, you can learn and do anything. That is for sure. I am living proof because I've done a lot of amazing things, or got to be part of a lot of amazing things in my life, and I'm very grateful. I worked really hard every day. Don't give up. Let's see. Venetia says, Don Bluth drew the illustrations you're coloring, correct? How much do you draw? Yes, these are drawn by Don Bluth. This is drawn by Don Bluth. Here, let me actually show you what it looks like when I scan it. So when I scan it, so we scanned this. I mean, as you can look at all the work, all the de-smudging I had to do here and everywhere. Oop, it disappeared. There we go. So yeah, so basically, this is the original drawing, and then what we do is that we knock out the background. So I turn up the levels, knock out the background, and then just start coloring. Let's see. And then there we have this. So the lines need to be darkened a little bit. So it's not 100% pencil drawing. There is some digital manipulation in there where I basically just take the lines, darken them with the levels. And if you're familiar with Photoshop or Clip Studios, I'll show you where Clip Studios levels are. You just go up here to tonal correction, and you change the levels right here. And then you can make the levels darker or make the black lines darker on a pencil drawing. And then you just knock out the background. Let's see. Venetia also says, how much do you draw? I draw as much as possible as time permits. Oscar says, true. Thanks, Oscar. Sophie asks, are there any tips on character design? Yes, life drawing. Life drawing, life drawing, life drawing. Understanding anatomy of animals and humans will help you in your mind create characters, especially characters that look like they belong on a 3D plane, that are the illusion of life, as Walt would call it. And otherwise, if you don't practice, you might have drawings that are like really flat. So flat drawings, I mean, you're looking at like Powerpuff Girls is flat, Teen Titan Go is flat, like just flat characters that you just manipulate the body parts around. But to get better at character design, like really good character design where the characters look like they're alive. These characters look alive, you know. Life drawing, gesture drawing. Go out and just draw people.
Go to a park, draw people at the park. Go to the zoo. I used to go to Animal Kingdom when I lived in Florida from 2009 to early 2015 before I moved out to work for Don. I would go to Animal Kingdom with my buddy Les and maybe some other artists, and we would draw the animals at Animal Kingdom, at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I'd also go to Life Drawing too there in Orlando, a place called Coraldi. So love that place. They just bring in a model. The model would just be there and do poses. I go to Life Drawing here in Arizona now at Scottsdale. They call the place Art Academy. It's in Scottsdale, Old Town Scottsdale. And I go there and I go to Life Drawing there. But the problem is some of these places, they do Life Drawing, but they do it for people who are like painters. So they have these long 20-minute poses. But as an animator, it's good to do the quick ones where it's like 30 seconds, 1 minute. So you get the character's, body. You don't go into detail. So when you go to Life Drawing, don't sit there and just like go overly detailed with the face and draw every pore on the nose. It's about finding the body, finding the anatomy and the muscles and the skeletal structure, just understanding the ins and outs of anatomy. Same with animals. Buy some animal books and just study those books. Or, you don't have to buy books. Just go online, look up your favorite animal, and draw them. And then draw, make it realistic, and then character that character and make him look more cartoony. Hopefully that works or helps you out. Cody says, I have some more ideas for you that you could do with Don Bluth. Design an anamorphic fat porcupine in scuba gear only wearing a mask. Maybe make it a storybook. Well, Don is actually writing these stories, and I was like, can I write a couple stories? And he's like, well, let me write a bunch first. So Don's got tons of ideas, so he's probably just going to come up with the characters himself. So they're 100% Don's ideas. Megan Ray says, agree, long hours of constant practice. Yeah, practice. They say practice makes perfect, but I think practice makes you better. I don't think anybody's perfect. As Charlie Chaplin would say, we're all amateurs. We don't live long enough to become, real masters. If we lived 100 years or 200 years maybe, like vampires or something. Cindy, Ranger Lady Gilman, says, I'm watching on my phone. Is this artwork in Photoshop? No, this is Clip Studio Paint. So this is Clip Studio Paint. However, I do use Photoshop as well. I like erasing in this program. Plus, this program doesn't use as much resources as Photoshop. I'm sure when you open up Photoshop, it takes forever and it takes up so much resources on your computer. And I'm live streaming, so I'm like, I might as well try to use less resources and let more resources go to the live stream so it doesn't, skip or lag or anything. So I use Clip Studio. Question answered, yes. I thought I heard him say Photoshop. I do use Photoshop though. I use Photoshop as well, but sometimes I'll just do that because Clip Studio you can save. If you go up to File, you go to Save As, and it'll let you save as a Photoshop file. And then you can just open up in Photoshop and just work in Photoshop as well. Or Clip Studio can open up Photoshop files too. This program is pretty neat. Yeah, Clip Studio Paint. A lot of the time, Cindy, they have discounts. So I'll wait till they have a discount where they're giving this program away for like $100. Otherwise, you're paying like, I think, $300 or something like that. Let's see. During the time of COVID, what's your recommendation for life drawing? Again, if you wear a mask, and because people, I don't know where you are, but here in Arizona, they've started opening up. Like theaters are open up this weekend, or actually last weekend. So you can actually go out now and do things. Just wear a mask. And just stay away from people. But you can draw people, in parks or little. I know in Arizona we've got a lot of places where there's like a fountain and there's like a walkway and chairs and stuff, or little seats that people just sit and watch nature and stuff. They had that in Florida and too. And I'm originally from Minnesota. You go to lakes and stuff like that. There's always people jogging or sitting, feeding the birds, with families having picnics still. All that stuff hasn't gone away. However, if you've got your own pets, draw your pets. Draw your pets as much as you can. Also, online you can look up photos. However, sometimes it's hard to gauge what's going on from a photo because you're not seeing it in motion and with your own eyes in real life. But some people, you can use photos. Just Google jumping, running, cats, dogs, iguanas, whatever you want to draw. Vinny says, have you heard of Lightbox? Do you attend events like this? I do not attend any events. I think the only animation event I went to was one I spoke at, and that was a long time ago. I think 10 years ago. But yeah, I'll go to events if I'm talking at one or something, and I'm invited to a talk. But other than that, I don't really go to events. Pretty much, they're just there to take all my money and buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that, and I just buy things online that I want. So, and I'm a compulsive buyer. So if you put me in one of those places, I'm just gonna buy everything, and then boom, I'm broke. So I try not to go to like those types of things. Let's see. Mecca says, do you happen to have any finished frames we could see? No worries. Yes, actually, yes. Let me show you this one. Again, it's like a storybook. So the background pieces are going to be black and white. Oh no, it's opening Photoshop. Oh gosh. If it starts bugging, guys, I am so sorry. Hopefully the live stream didn't go down. I got to open up with Clip Studio. No, Don chooses the colors. I'll actually come up with some colors, and then he'll say, let's change this, that. But Don usually makes all the decisions all the time. And I want it that way because then I learn. So, I mean, color is something I just started getting into probably the past couple of years, because before then I was just all pencil, paper, in-betweening, or digital stuff. But I want to get to understanding color. And color is very complicated. It's a complicated thing. So, but here you go. This is a finished one. So what's going to happen here is that this is like a page in a book. So it's a white page, white background, like a regular white page in a book, and these objects are going to be all grayscale colors, like grays, blacks, light grays, etc. Only the characters will be colored. So and then what will happen is that Don will talk, and then you'll see text up here coming and going as Don talks, up here and down here. And then a page will flip when it's the next page, like so, and there'll be more to the story. Because right now you can't you can sort of tell what's going on. Like the bunny is holding the crown of his. Like right here, the bunny is, this is a page I'm going to be working on in a future live stream. I just got it ready. But here's the king enjoying his kingdom. And here's the bunny, working for the king, polishing off his crown. And then, of course, the kangaroo just being the kangaroo. So, and then the next page, actually, this is page 3, I think. But he gets the crown away from, oh, no, actually, no, this is the second page. He's taking him away, and he's claiming the crown for himself. And this is when he claimed the crown. And he's now king. And the drawing that I don't have on here to show you is another page where he basically takes the crown away from the king and how he does it. So the best part I'm not showing you guys, but I will. That'll be in a future live stream. Okay, let's see. Andy says the life drawing teacher I do life drawing with is a painter, but thankfully he does like long poses. So perfect. He doesn't like long poses. Yes, that's perfect for you. And painters are great. I've taken painting classes myself. I've learned from painters too. But if you want to be an animator, learn animation from animators, professional animators. There's a lot of phonies out there teaching animation. Be very careful, especially if you're on YouTube and you look up like how to animate and this stuff. There's like people just look. It's like clickbait. So be very careful unless they've worked, or like are directors, or they're like top-notch animators, like Andreas Deja has a blog, Don Bluth. We've got a school here. Don can teach you for an entire year. I mean, what better way to learn animation than from the last living legend? No one alive has done what Don has done in animation. Nobody. So he's the top of the animation totem pole right now. But there's some other artists out there that teach. I think Eric Goldberg teaches off and on at some school in California. But the people who have the most experience, have done the most, learn from them. Don't learn from like an in-betweener or someone who claims they're an animator, have never worked in the business, because then you'll just pick up bad habits. So be very careful on who you learn from or what books you pick up. Let's see. Cindy says, this is the first live stream I've watched. Yes, have heard of Lightbox. Well, I appreciate being your first live stream. I appreciate it. If any of you guys are just joining, at the bottom left, there's a web address on where to follow me on YouTube. I'll be doing a lot more of these Don Bluth fables. We'll be working on this probably for the next on and off, maybe 1 or 2 days a week as time permits, live streams for, probably the next 6 months, hopefully. So follow and be part of the club that knows stuff before everybody else does. Let's see. By the way, Don Bluth's birthday is coming up. Yes, it is. Don Bluth's birthday is on September 13th. And what's crazy is that my birthday is the day after his birthday, September 14th. So we celebrate our birthdays at the same time. It's pretty cool. That's what's so strange about this live stream. I get messages, but I just see them from Facebook. I don't see the YouTube ones, so I'm going to catch up on the YouTube ones. Let me just finish the Facebook ones here. But yes, my birthday is September 14th, so mark your calendars. I'm going to be in California that week, actually, so it's going to be cool. Oscar says, my library at home is full of the art of animation books, almost 600 books from drawing to animation, storyboard, painting. That is huge. You must have a lot of money because that's a lot of books. But yeah, make sure you just don't buy the books and just put them on the shelf and don't learn from them. Go through the books, do the lessons. I know people who buy books just to collect them and they don't actually do the lessons. Cody says, I have a birthday present for Don. Yeah, just email it. Email it or send it through social media. All this, I usually when people comment and stuff, I read comments to Don, and fan letters all go to Don. So just send it through social media or email it to us. Mecca says, this sounds like it's going to be fantastic. Thank you so much for the behind the scenes. You are welcome. I'm reading a lot of the comments and I'm not doing enough of the work. I need to get back in there. Okay, so let's see. I've been lucky enough to have class with Eric Goldberg. Yes, Phoenicia, that's amazing. I am jealous. When I toured Disney with Don, I've toured Disney a bunch of times, but the time I'm with Don, we actually went to Eric Goldberg's office and he wasn't there. But at least I got to meet Mark Henn and a lot of other amazing artists and directors too. Let's see. Don is incredible. What a legend. This definitely sounds like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Yes, it is. It's really fun. My birthday is on the 11th of September, 2 days before his. Hey, man, we're all Virgos. That's awesome. Collected over the years. Looking good. Hey, thanks, Warren. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Warren. Warren is my buddy. He's helped me with a lot of things. He lived out here for a while, and he helped with scanning with Don and also helped us with some of the smudge up stuff for another project that we can't talk about. But Warren is an awesome dude. He's also a programmer. Let's see. Oscar says, or no, I've already read that. Nicole says, September 13th is my birthday too. You got the same birthday as Don Bluth. That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm going to try to do something special for Don on his birthday on social media. Definitely going to post. It's Don's birthday, so be sure to wish him a happy birthday on his social media. On the post, I will be posting on the 13th. So let's see, what day is today? Yeah, we won't have this done by then. This is taking a lot longer than expected because of all the stuff we're doing. But man, I would love to have this done for his birthday. But unfortunately, it won't be. Let's see. Oscar says, great Warren. Let's see. Let's see. He's the only animator at Disney building with, and that's not true, Venetia. Mark Henn had one, and I did see a couple other animation desks at the Disney building. So, But yes, Eric Goldberg does still have his animation desk at Disney, but I know Mark Henn does, and a few other people do too. The last time I toured, I got the tour in the secret area, so it was pretty cool. Where they were working on, I think it was Frozen. No, Wreck-It Ralph and Frozen. I got to go there and check all that out. Cindy says, well, say hello to Don and happy birthday. Mine's on the 9th. I used to help with the plays in his home. Hey, Cindy, that's awesome. We got a local here. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, we know that Don's doing a new theater, and it's over there on 90th and, gosh, I want to say Violinda. But yeah, that's where his new theater is going to be, and it looks so amazing and so huge. So hopefully you could be part of that, Cindy. I might have met you. Don't know. I meet a lot of people, so I apologize if I met you and I'm not remembering. Mike says, I miss his storytelling and incredible animation. Well, Mike, you're going to be getting his storytelling here, that's for sure. So Cody, that's a question that I really cannot answer. Sorry, I don't know. Or maybe I do know, but I'm not supposed to say. So I don't know. Yes, Cindy, you need to stop by. So let me start reading some of these YouTube comments, because we got a whole bunch of them. Justin says, Wolf subbed on YouTube. Thanks, Justin. Justin Pickett. Erica Bay says, hello. Hey, Erica. I know Erica. She was part of the Don's Bluth's club back in the day, I believe. If you weren't, I'm sorry. Dan Roberts says, finally on. Hi. Hello. This is great. Thanks. Adam Ansors. It's working. I'm so glad it's working. Last week, I was having so much problems getting this live stream because I don't have help. I'm just doing it by myself. But good thing I have technical know-how. Arif the Fox says, after Klaus and Green Eggs and Ham, it shows 2D improved, even though it stopped for many years. Yeah, I mean, compared to a few years ago, animation was awful. We were just getting quick animations. They're just popping them out. They don't care. It's very flash and toon boomy. And it seems like now, hand-drawn animation is coming back. I mean, not only that, WB and all their Batman and Superman direct-to-DVD stuff, that stuff's amazing. There's even some Swamp Thing. I don't know if you guys know who Swamp Thing is, but it's a comic book character in an old TV show. He's been animated in some of the new DC stuff, and man, it's just awesome. So, and also, I think it was Batman and meets the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That animation was solid. It was off. That was this the best, and I wish I worked on that. Penelope P. It is my dream to be a cartoonist one day. Well, Penelope, anything is possible. I didn't even go to college for animation. I went to college myself for business, marketing, and web development and programming. But what I did on the side, because I went to college in 2002 and 3, and I graduated in 2004. I did that so I became an entrepreneur, and learned how to make websites. I did websites for many businesses, and learned all kinds of things for doctors, lawyers, inventors, mechanics. The list goes on. Insurance companies, appraisers. I've seen every type of business, and I realized I'm like, I don't want to do any of this stuff. As I'm sure all of you feel the same way, but I was like, I don't want to work as an insurance agent. I don't want to appraise houses. I don't want to be a real estate agent. I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be a lawyer. I'm a creative, and those jobs don't let you be really creative. You do paperwork, except for doctors. Then you're digging in stuff, but I'm not into that either. I don't like the sight of blood. But no, for real though, I remember when I went to college and I helped all these businesses, and I realized, because on the side I'd go home and just animate, make flash cartoons, put them on Newgrounds, put them on YouTube, and I said to myself, I don't want to make websites anymore. I don't want to work for businesses. I don't want to do this. I want to be in animation, and I figured out a way to do it, and so can you. That's what I'm trying to get at. If it's your dream, work every day to make it happen. Don't take breaks. Work every day to make it happen. Dream it, pray for it, love it, sleep, animate in your sleep, and it will happen. Justin says, hey, Lavalle, pro animator chiming in from Oakland, California. How's it going there? Nice to meet you. Let's see. Let me close that. Okay, so let me get back in here. Let me go back to Facebook. What I miss? Great, Warren. And Cindy, I don't think we've met. Yes, Cindy, I don't think we've met yet. And if you're just joining, please share this stream. I would greatly appreciate it. The more people that are on the stream, the better. And it'll keep me doing it. Because if there's only 2 people, I probably want to do a live stream. That means no one's interested. But it seems like people are very interested, so I'm very appreciative. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Okay. Let me continue doing the D-smudge. Let me actually zoom out and let's see how this guy looks. Look how he looks. Remember how dirty he was and how messy he was? And now he's nice and like perfect. So I'm going to have to ask Don about back here. This looks like a foot, but I'm going to double check. Actually, you know what? I do see it. It's right there. But I will double check with him. Sometimes it's just so messy you have to get guidance, you know. But I know for a fact his leg is back here. And I think this is part of it too. Not 100%. But I'm pretty positive. But again, yeah, because these are toes. But I will have to ask just to be sure. Because as you see now, I'm like eating the line. So if I'm doing this wrong, he'll say, no, you ate the line. Then I have to do it all over again. No, not all over again, but then I have to fix it. But sometimes it can be difficult, being that I've already gotten rid of a lot of it. But yeah, that looks good. But again, I will be double checking with him to be sure. Let me thin this line out a little bit so it looks more like a flag. There we go. There you have it. He is nice and clean. He's great. But then you can see these little tiny spots. I'm just nitpicking now because honestly you won't see this because no one's really going to be zooming in. But I am meticulous. And it's good to be meticulous. Oh, his ears. I go through his ears. Again, if you are joining, hi, I'm Lavalle Lee from Don Bluth Studios and from traditionalanimation.com. I am working on Bluth Fables, which is a new project we're working on, which is like an animated storybook, or not an animated storybook, but a storybook where we go page by page, and Don is a narrator, and he wrote these stories, and they're going to be free for all the fans of Don Bluth and the fans of traditional animation. So it's going to be everybody. It's going to be a lot of people because we've got a huge following online. So we're looking forward to seeing what the public thinks about this project. So if you've got any questions about anything, almost anything, there's some things I can't talk about, but pretty much anything, don't be afraid to ask. I am an open book. I'm almost done with this guy. Looks much better. Hey, Brian. Thanks for joining. Let's see here. I've seen Brian comment on many things in the past. Sometimes I call him Mr. Arts because his name is Brian Arts. So I know that's just his username, but I call him Mr. Arts. Let's see. There you go. Nice and clean. You know what? I gotta clean this. This looks like that's his chest. It's just the line is very faint. But I can tell that is his chest. Just to let you guys know, I will be live streaming tomorrow. Probably around the same time. I want to get this finished. So, and then go to Don's, get the colors. I might try the colors. If I could smudge up all these characters tomorrow, I might ask for your guys' help in finding the colors and then take it to Don and he'll change them all. But if you're interested, please join the live stream tomorrow because I'll be doing more of. I'll probably, because wow, we're at an hour, so I probably will be doing these two characters tomorrow, and then this will be done. Got to clean up a little bit about here too, but this will be done. So I'm going to be leaving here in the next few minutes. So if you've got questions, please ask. I am here to answer your questions. If there's anything you want to say or something you notice I missed. Oh, we got a big one. Yeah, I do own that movie, so I'm a fan of that movie. Let's see. Warren says, such a neat shot. I know, isn't it? But tomorrow I should finish these two, because today it was half of him, and then we'll do these two tomorrow. And then the day after, not the day after, but the one after that will be this one. And you could see close up, Don drew him lower, so my desmudging, I've got to get rid of him out of there. But this will be the drawing after I finish with this drawing and color all the characters and add the grayscale. But I will show you, I will be showing you guys like the final, just like this one was the final. I will, in the live stream, show you what the final ones look like. So, thanks for the advance notice about the live stream tomorrow. Yes, you got it. I hope you join. It'll be around the same time. I started about an hour ago. So an hour ago is 4:30 my time. Right now it's 5:48. So I'll be starting around that time. I always have to, when I upload or I start the live stream, I've got to share it all over the place to get people in. But yeah, so this will be finished tomorrow. If you could, for the people who haven't yet, come follow me, my YouTube on the bottom there, the link, youtube.com/Lavalle Lee. I'm sure you all already follow traditional animation on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or many of the other places. And yeah, so I'm seeing if there's any more comments. Let me look at YouTube. Mary Hobbs says, hi. Hey, Mary. How's it going? And Daniel AGC, how's it going? Sorry you guys came right at the end. I apologize. But I will be doing it tomorrow around the same time, so come join. I would like to start doing them earlier in the day, but it seems like this is the time where in the afternoons, I get all my work done. So, but yeah, thank you again, everybody, for joining. I am Lavalle Lee from Don Bluth Studios in Arizona. I also run traditionalanimation.com. Cody, yep, it was nice chatting with you too. Thank you so much for joining. And that will be it. Daniel says hola, hola to you. We will all be there. Thanks, Warren, Venetia. See you tomorrow. Yeah, an hour went by so fast. My goodness. But thank you again for joining. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye now. Jenny, thanks again. Thank you too. Cindy, thank you too. You guys are coming in right at the end, right when I was ending it. Oscar says thanks. Thank you, Oscar. And thanks for being in the last stream too. Yep, Brian, you're welcome.